I'm Jim Lowenstern, and I want to welcome you to our show, New England Prosperity. New England is an amazing place to live. And in New England, there is an amazing city called Newton. You know that because more than likely, you live in Newton right now. Either that, or you have heard about this show from a friend and are probably watching it on the internet. This show is a work in progress. Being that this is week number 1, I am still looking for a co-host or a co-hostess. My pet poodle, Sandy, is this week's co-host. She won't add too much to the interviews, but then again, she won't do anything to embarrass me too much. She knows one trick. We can get that over with, and then we can get on with today's show. Sandy, sit and lie down and roll over on your back. Okay, about the show, New England Prosperity. It's all about business in Newton, real estate in Newton, worthy causes in Newton, Newton news, education, and Newton people. If you want to be on the show in the future to talk about your business, your cause, or perhaps an adult education class you teach, or anything else that might interest our viewers, then please email us at New England Prosperity. Today's show will be highlighted by real estate in the area, all nonprofits and fundraising efforts that will appear on New England Prosperity today and on future shows will have donations from local businesses and also from the sale of local real estate, some of which will be shown on the show. So without further ado, I want to welcome you to the wonderful world of New England Prosperity, the city of Newton. It's a great place to live. Now for a real estate break. This lovely 6-room, 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhouse located in a quiet corner of West Newton has 3 levels of living with 3 exposures. It's an 1,860 square foot contemporary townhouse with a living room with a vaulted ceiling, a large basement, a private yard, and a roof deck. It's walking distance to the commuter rail and West Newton Square. It recently sold for $490,000. It's located at 123 River Street in West Newton. CastlesUnlimited.com. Our next property is located in Needham, off prestigious South Street, with easy access to Route 128. It's new construction with 12 rooms, 5 bedrooms, 3 full, and 1.5 bath. This impressive home boasts close to 4,000 square feet. A gorgeous chef's kitchen with island opens to the huge fireplace family room. It's in Needham's Broad Meadow School District. This property, 10 Long Acre Road, recently sold for $1,255,000. Hi, and we're back. This is Jim Lowenstern. I have with us today a special guest. This is the New England Prosperity Legal Corner, and Andrea Gonzalez from the law firm of Andrea Gonzalez in Boston and Brookline is with us today. Hello,
Thanks.
Andrea.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about real estate and the law. So, Andrea, in today's economy, buyers try to save money wherever they can. If a buyer was asking me whether or not they needed a real estate attorney, what should I tell them?
Well, Jim, it's funny that because in the state of the economy, you're right, buyers do try to save money wherever they can, and that's understandable. However, buying a home is probably the single most important purchase that a buyer will make, if not arguably the most important and largest. And the process isn't an easy one. So there are many obstacles or hiccups that can take place during the transaction, and hiring a real estate attorney minimizes those headaches. For example, there are contingencies in a purchase and sale agreement that in today's economy buyers are giving up because they think that they're going to score a deal or lock in a low interest rate.
Okay. So what other kind of contingencies might there be that a buyer should write into their offers? And I guess what you're saying is a buyer should probably never give up the opportunity to get any of those contingencies?
Correct. So the three probably most common contingencies are mortgage contingency, a home inspection contingency, and an appraisal contingency. So basically a contingency is a protection that's afforded to buyers in an agreement so that if, for example, a mortgage can't be obtained for a reason outside of the buyer's control, like the property didn't appraise at the purchase price. If a buyer gives up that contingency, which I've seen happen, then they lose their deposit.
Cash offers.
Well, exactly. That, and I mean, just when nowadays I'm starting to see a lot of sort of bidding wars, and so a buyer would give up these contingencies to basically entice the seller to take their offer.
Okay. So that's it for this Legal Corner moment. If you have any legal questions you want to write into the Andrea, it would be at what email?
So my website is www.bostonre, as in real estate, law.com, and you can email me at Andrea, Andrea, at bostonrelaw.com.
Great. Thank you, Andrea.
Thanks.
There's a seagull. There's a family on the beach. The parrot that we filmed on a Sunday afternoon won't give you the answer. But there are clues where we were on this picture-perfect day. The answer will be revealed on New England Prosperity's next show. I'll give you one clue. It's somewhere in New England.
Shining happy, people laughing. Meet me in the crowd. People, throw your love around. Love me, take it into town. Happy
was a huge clue there. Did you see it? The answer will be revealed on New England Prosperity's next show. For our second real estate break, we start with a very desirable end unit at the Terraces, located in Newton Center. This recently built townhouse offers the look and feel of an elegant single-family home, with the convenience and peace of mind of a condominium. There are 8 rooms, 4 bedrooms, 3 full, and 1 half bath in the unit. It's just steps away from the Bowen Elementary School and the shopping at Chestnut Hill. The sale price was $1,150,000. The listing broker was Jim Lowenstern. The address is 287 Langley Road, Newton Center. CastlesUnlimited.com for more information. Our last property on the show today is also located in Newton Center. This property has been featured in the Boston Herald as the property of the week. It's sited on 1.27 acres of level hilltop land overlooking the picturesque countryside. It's a rare opportunity to own a home designed by world-renowned architect Walter Gropius. It is built from granite blocks quarried in Maine. This house beams with sunlight through its picture windows and features 6 bedrooms, 6 full baths, an indoor pool with spa, an elevator, and over 10,000 square feet of living space. It's in either the Mason Rice or Ward school districts and Newton South High School. It's a total of 13 rooms and there's 2 fireplaces. It's located on the Ledges Road in Newton Center. CastlesUnlimited.com for more information. One important part about this show, New England Prosperity, is giving back to the community and raising money for worthy causes, projects, nonprofits, charities in the city of Newton. And a big component of that is our idea of basically turning real estate commissions into, let's say, a format or a project within the show to give back. And just running some of the numbers, I mean, we're looking for maybe like $10,000 to be raised this year from this show, and that's really a small number when you consider that in the last 12 months, and we're filming in September 2012, so September 1, 2011 through the end of August 2012, 616 houses were sold by Newton Realtors through the MLS system. That's not to say that more homes weren't sold, but that's what we can quantify. That's just single families. No condos mentioned, no land, no commercial, no multifamilies. 616. The total, almost to the penny, is it's almost $578 million in just the city of Newton. So I did a little math on this just to sort of show what this show could actually accomplish this year. If you take all those sales and you figure referrals to brokers from this show could be 2.5% of that total, that's almost $720,000 that could be raised from this show. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, this guy, he's on television, but he's not very good at math. $570 million, 2.5% of that, $70,000. Yeah, luckily I actually watched the show before we put it on the air, and I caught the mistake. I'm glad you did too. I know you caught it, and you said, that's not right. Well, you are totally correct. The show gets better fewer mistakes, more entertainment, just a pleasure to watch, and we're raising money for a worthy cause. So enjoy the show, and don't you move. Just keep watching. Hi, this is Jim. What a day we have today. We've had rain this week, and this is what New England is most famous for, the beautiful blue sky days. We're at the Newton Community Farm, which is right at the intersection of Winchester Street and the Hanton Street. And I've got Megan Tully with me right here. She's the farm manager. And Megan's going to tell us all about the farm. Thanks for coming out today, or inviting us, I should say. Megan, tell the viewers a little bit about the community farm. What is the farm for anybody that doesn't know?
We are a non-profit community farm. We grow enough vegetables to pay 2 full-time farmers' salaries to do this year-round. We do that in 3 ways, really. We have a share program where our customers pay for a share early in the spring, which ensures that we'll have enough money to make it through the season, buying seeds and all of that. So they get produce for 22 weeks, starting in June, ending in October. And we also run an on-site farm stand, which is here 5 days a week. And we do 1 farmers market at the California Street Farmers Market once a week from July through October. So.
And what are the benefits, would you say, to the city of Newton that the farm offers?
Well, we also, in addition to the vegetables we grow, we also offer education programs from anywhere between ages 4 through adult. So you can also, not only can you buy fresh produce that has grown right here without any chemicals, any synthetic pesticides, fertilizers, anything, but also you can teach your children where carrots come from and where onions come from and all of the good vegetables that you can grow here in New England. You can see them right here in our fields and be able to teach your children and yourselves about where food is coming from.
So the total property is 2.5 acres?
Correct.
And how many people are working in the fields? How many, I would say, Newton citizens are volunteers here?
Oh, well, everybody that is in our membership is required to work a certain amount of hours, so we probably have 120 members, give or take a few each year. So not all of them work in the field. If they don't work in the field, they help with some of our education programs or with communications or other things. We also we have usually 10 amazing high school students every summer that come on and off throughout the summertime to work. So we have those. There's only 2 full employees that really work in the field.
Okay. Any of the food donated?
Yes. We actually just weighed. We did an estimate of how much we had donated to the Newton Center Food Pantry, and it was about 800 pounds.
Wow.
We also donate to the Waubun Food Pantry. I haven't done the calculations of that, but maybe a little bit less, but we're donating quite a bit of food.
Okay, so our second step also?
Yeah, we have some CSA members of ours are picking up food and distributing it to a few different places.
And CSA for
CSA
viewers?
is for Community Supported Agriculture, which is the membership that people pay in the beginning of the year, and they get a share for 22 weeks. Even if we have a terrible year, or if we have a great year, they get an equal share.
Now, for the citizens of Newton that don't know the history of the farm, you give us just a little short synopsis.
Well, the original rock wall that is probably 300 years old is still around the entire property. It was an Italian immigrant homestead farm for a long time. They fed themselves, they grew their grapes for wine, they supported 3 generations of a family here. And in 2005, I believe, it was up for grabs in a sense, and groups of people in Newton decided it would be important. I think the Newton Conservators and Green Decade and probably a few other groups that I'm forgetting decided they wanted to keep it open space and came up with the idea of it being a community farm. And so that's what we have here.
Okay, and you want to talk about the vision for the farm for the future?
Well, the vision is to keep growing food and to keep educating people about where your food is coming from and why local sustainable agriculture is really, really important right now. We would love to find more land that we could continue to grow on, because we're really only growing on 1 acre, which is we can grow a lot of food, but we could grow a lot more and have a lot more programs.
Yeah,
so
it's tough to find land in Newton.
Yeah,
that isn't going to be built on.
Start growing in people's front yards.
And when we finally finish up with like some of the events that the farm has over the course of the year.
So in the spring we start with our annual seedling sale, which we grow, I think we grew about 20,000 seedling plugs for gardeners to come by and put into their own yards, which is a pretty big event for us. We do a dinner on the farm, which is in July, and people come, they pay for a plate and they eat here on the farm looking at the farm with some of the food that we grew. We do a fall festival, which we just finished 2 weeks ago, which that's an annual event as well.
How many people came?
I think at least 1,000. I haven't. It was full the whole time. And then we actually have a dinner at Lumiere coming up soon. We do an annual dinner there as well as a fundraiser for education. So that's coming up on October 17th, I believe. Still tickets available. And
Halloween?
We do a Halloween on the farm. This year it'll be the 26th of October, and that's mostly for kids. We do some apple cider press and other fun
Anything
fall
for
activities. By Thanksgiving we're sort of done. But we do offer classes into the fall.
Okay. Oh, talk about your classes. What are some of the classes?
Well, the fall ones we have a bread and cheese and beer making, all separate classes. There's classes for the early spring too, which is usually like a winter walk identifying trees, or we've had some edible walks before. People identify wild edibles. We have a lot of kids programs, mostly through the summertime. Some for middle school aged is usually they come for 4 days a week and they spend the mornings here with us and sort of learn how to grow food. Some of the younger kids programs are just geared towards kind of introducing them to being on a farm.
Not making beer?
We don't let 4-year-olds make beer, not yet.
All right. Just kidding, of course. Okay, so this is our first show. The whole idea of the show is to talk about how great New England is, the city of Newton specifically, and bring attention to parts of the community that we're not necessarily educated about. I had no idea there was a farm here until I went looking for people to give some money away to. So, Megan, we got some money here for you, for the farm. The donations coming from Bigelow Oil, Craig Tanney with Mortgage Equity Partners, New England Prosperity, the show, and C. Stumpo Development. They've all gave donations to make this possible.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for being our first worthy cause for the show.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you, Megan.
Thank you.
New England's biggest country fair, the Big E. Here's a preview.
I need your love. I need your love. Bring it on back. Bring it on back. Bring back that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. Bring back that love and feeling, 'cause it's gone.
So thanks for joining us today. That will conclude our show. New England Prosperity is looking for Newton businesses to promote, Newton area real estate to explore, worthy causes in our city to help raise awareness of, and Newton citizens to celebrate as we create new shows every month. We wish to thank everyone involved in this month's fundraising efforts. Bigelow Oil, Craig Tanney with Mortgage Equity Partners, New England Prosperity itself, attorney Andrea Gonzalez for her legal advice, and the Newton area realtors who allowed us into their properties that either are listed currently or sold as we examine what's happening in Newton this month. Please contact us at the show, New England Prosperity, and if you want to join us on future shows or donate to worthy causes, or to just write us with your thoughts so that New England Prosperity can keep helping give back to those in need in the wonderful city of Newton, we will welcome your letters and emails. You can contact us at contact@newenglandprosperity.org. I'm Jim Lowenstern, and this is Sandy, and we were your hosts today. We want to thank you for watching. Right, Sandy? So until next time, everyone in New England Prosperity wishes you a great month ahead. We hope that everyone can enjoy the wealth that comes from living in New England, that comes from just being in Newton, and that we should all share its prosperity. That's New England Prosperity, and bye for now.
Sometimes you don't know why. Sometimes you got to go back. Sometimes you don't know why. I can see the sunshine coming through my room, breaking down the winter of my discontent. Looking out my window at the people passing by, I keep wondering where my old companion went. On the steps of the museum,